Dante Greco.
Dante is a really smart guy.
Ladies love Dante. He's not got his hair. Look at that face. What's your name, Casey?
Dante Greco.
Dante was me, yours truly.
I'm gonna come.
What's up, everybody? It's Friday. It's the Dante Greco Show. Quick programming note. I have realized I cannot do a TikTok show and a YouTube commentary show simultaneously until one day I can join the streams. So I'm going to be doing these separately. I'm going to do my YouTube show here on YouTube. I'm going to give commentary and all that. And then I'm going to go do TikTok stuff on TikTok. So if you're on both platforms, tune in. You'll get a variety of stuff. And if you're not on either platform, please go to the other and follow me there as well. And, who knows what's going to happen. Anyways, we're just going to wing it a little bit today. I got some stories to talk about. We're just going to talk about the big stories in the news. I actually just did a whole thing about Trump and his mugshot over on ClickPop on YouTube. So I don't know if I'm going to spend too much time on that today because it's, I've already done it. Everyone's already given their takes. He looks like Zoolander in the blue steel. That was a comment that I made on the ClickPop Instagram page as well. He looks angry. He looks like he's trying to tell you he's really mad about this. And maybe he should be, maybe not. I don't know. God damn it. I can't even get this. Whatever. That'll be good enough. So Trump mugshot. It's harder and harder to be like, this is a momentous day in American history. I can't even believe where were you when Trump got his mugshot taken? Like, there's been so much crazy shit that's happened that it's honestly, I just said, okay, he got his mugshot. It's part of the thing, part of the package. Mugshot, fingerprint. They're going to televise it. I've said this before. Donald Trump is a president, yes, but he's not like any other president. So it's not like George H.W. Bush went and had his mugshot taken because they finally connected him to the Kennedy assassination. No, it's like Trump's whole thing is such a circus. It's so over the top. It's so outside the norm of what a presidency should be that I'm less shocked when this happens. But I am entertained. The man, he might be the greatest entertainer in the history of the modern world, at least. He went from real estate guy to TV guy to president, and now to president who's breaking all the records that no president ever wanted to break. And just bring cable media. I'm sure he's tried to get his hands on some of that money, some of that advertising money. Cable media, the media in general, owes this man a lot of money for keeping things so entertaining. I don't know. I don't know enough about the legal stuff to say if he's going to go to jail, if he should, if he shouldn't. Let's just watch, just enjoy the show, okay? Oliver Anthony says the government will not save us. Okay, that tracks. But he rips the use of rich men north of Richmond at the debate. It's about those people. I agree with him. But, by the way, didn't he perform at the debate? Look, I get it as a guy who's trying to put out content. You want to take whatever opportunity you can that's going to get more eyeballs on you. But if you're supposed to be some man of the people, voice of the people, and then you go and perform at the debate, and then you're like, I can't believe those guys, those rich men used my song that I performed at the debate. It's about them, damn it. It is weird also that he completely loses his accent when he's interviewed. When he gets on and sings a song, he's like, I've been working all day. And then when he's interviewed by Fox, he's like, yeah, absolutely. Diversity is our strength. And this country's a melting pot. That's what I believe. Seems a little fake. I don't know which side he's being faked. That's the thing. But the way he blew up, I know I've talked about this already, but the way he blew up so quickly and had everybody, yeah, it's kind of like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert and all these other political people. And in addition, you got Joe Rogan and you got others in the conservative sphere who are like, this is the man. This was the anthem we needed. The way he blew up so quickly, and it is opportunism when you see the politicians jump in there. Like, wait a minute. Yeah, you are the people he's singing about, and you're there. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Oh, this is the song that this country needs to say. Like, no, you're there. You were sent to actually do the work. Well, Bobert and Taylor Green, you shouldn't be commenting on Oliver Anthony. Let Oliver Anthony do his thing. You should actually be in there fighting for what your voters want and believe. Yeah. It was used by Fox News moderators to kick off Wednesday night's GOP presidential debate. I missed the beginning. I have to be honest. I think I was at Whole Foods. Either way. And then they asked a question about it. Yeah, what the hell was that? I know it's the number one song in the country, but you're asking questions at the GOP debate about this song to, as he rightly says, a bunch of the rich men north of Richmond. And in Nikki Haley's case, rich woman. It was funny seeing it at the presidential debate because, like, I wrote that song about those people. So for them to sit there and have to listen to that cracks me up. The song has nothing to do with Joe Biden. It's a lot bigger than Joe Biden. That song is written about the people on that stage and a lot more too. Not just them, but definitely them. So then, like, I don't know where this guy's coming from. He doesn't include Joe Biden in this. Is he a Democratic operative? Came out of nowhere. Number one song in the country now. Mr. Blue Collar. It's not actually about Joe Biden. About the Republicans. Who knows? After gaining near instant fame after the release of his song, country star and right-wing pundit John Rich has offered to produce a record for Anthony, whom he calls his new buddy, in a Fox News interview. I think this is the point that I should go and mention the time that John Rich threatened to shoot me. I think he was being facetious, but this was back when I was working for TMZ in Nashville. And I got someone I knew got me into a party at John Rich's house. Nice house, great pizza. And he had a whole like performance room with a stage. I think it was the Oak Ridge Boys were performing, the guys with the big long beards. Anyways, I was talking to John at the bar because I was new in town and we were trying to make some connections. And he was like, yeah, if you come out here with your camera, we'll shoot your ass. And I was like, funny stuff, John. And then he was just like, ugh. So who knows? Maybe he would have shot me. I don't know. That would have been great. A flesh wound from John Rich, workman's comp, lawsuit. You know what I mean? I could have retired years ago. Oliver Anthony, there's something about him. Something about people don't get, like, you don't go viral like that anymore. Am I crazy? Right? There has to be some industry involvement to get the thing this big, to get him that many followers. I just can't figure out what side he's coming from. Is the killer inside the house? Is he out in the backyard with his dogs and his guitar? Anything else interesting? This weird-haired guy. The weird hair, I know that Boris Johnson got elected and served first as mayor of London and then as the prime minister, but like it really only works on Trump. The ridiculous hair only works on Trump. The Argentinian guy with the hair just looks stupid. He looks like Gary Glitter. All right, let's go to the Daily Mail. Laughing Biden mocks handsome guy Trump for his mugshot, but ignores the fact that he and his son Hunter are now accused by Burisma prosecutor of taking bribes. Yeah, see, like, getting back to what I said earlier, like if Biden had gone in for a mugshot today, I would have been shocked. It's just nothing shocks me with Trump anymore. Not all his doing. It's also, the way people treat Mr. Trump, but it's not the same as any other president. This isn't Herbert Hoover and his mugshot. He called him a handsome guy. He was coming out of a Pilates class. Biden and Pilates? My fiance does Pilates. It's very strenuous. Is this a lie? Like, what is Biden doing Pilates for? I know he bikes. I feel like, he could be killed if he was doing Pilates, right? Or at least break something. I don't know. That might be one of their moves to make him seem a little bit more spry because he's taking so much criticism about his age. I just came out of Pilates, Jack. He did not address a bombshell interview released on Friday, during which former Ukrainian prosecutor Viktor Shokin accused him and his son Hunter of taking bribes and being behind his ouster. I mean, yeah, they definitely took some bribes, or at least Hunter did. At least Hunter was using the name, being like, because didn't they say that they had the tapes? Biden gets on the phone with whatever weird foreign business person that Hunter is trying to convince to give him a Porsche. And then Biden comes on just to like say hello. Like he must have had some idea what's going on, even if he's not like directly being like, yeah, Jack, $2 million. He's just there to be like, yeah, I'm showing up. I'm the face. It's like when you go to one of those like I don't know, pyramid scheme things, and then they have the deified executive who shows up and like they say hi, and they don't close the deal. They don't ask you, hey, did you pay the $500 yet? Did you sign up? They're just like, oh man, it's great to meet you. You're looking good. You look like a worker. Okay. Take care now. It's a big pyramid scheme. That's what I meant to say. And conspiracy. Hunter is on the week-long Lake Tahoe vacation with his father. Have they found any cocaine in that cabin that they were staying at? Will they? Will they search? Probably not. Michael Jordan would not go to the wedding of his son Marcus and Larsa Pippen, the ex-wife of Chicago Bulls teammate Scottie. Thank God. Because I was beginning to believe that Michael Jordan was like the most evil man of the latter half of the 20th century. At first, I thought he orchestrated this to get back at Scottie because Scottie has been vocal in his disdain for Michael, especially in light of the Last Dance documentary. Scottie felt that he and the other Bulls didn't get enough credit, that it was all about Michael. And so I thought, well, Michael, like Michael Corleone had sent his son out to wed the wife of Scottie Pippen. Somebody said, I think my dad told me this once, that there was a belief that Aristotle Onassis had something to do with the Kennedy assassination because Aristotle Onassis ended up marrying Jackie Kennedy. And they said that the mob always takes your wife too. So I was looking at Michael Jordan like a mafia don who would send his son Marcus out there to bang and bag Larsa. But he was questioned about it in France by the paparazzi, same paparazzi who may have killed Princess Diana. We don't know. And they asked, would you go to the wedding? He said no. And now he's sticking to it. Apparently he's like giving his blessing, but I don't know. I think it's horrible. I've interviewed Larsa. She's been cool, but come on. Do you have to stick the knife all the way in to Scottie and then twist it and gut him like a piece of salmon? The love of God. It's his Michael Jordan, who he already hates, he already has problems with, and then you go date his son, who's 17 years younger than you, and Scottie probably knew since he was a little boy. I mean, the psychotic trauma that must be going on in Scottie Pippen's head. And he's always seemed like an overly sensitive guy anyway. Whenever I used to see him in Beverly Hills when I tried to get interviews with him, he'd be like, man, you know? It was like trying to interview an old woman. The man's sensitive. He can't take this. I don't know how he's living. Has anyone heard from or seen Scottie Pippen since this news broke? Probably looks like Howard Hughes right now. Larsa Pippen does not think Michael Jordan would be there to see his son marry her, she has revealed on a recent podcast appearance. The 49-year-old is dating. Yeah, we know that. There has been widespread speculation that the couple could soon be about to get engaged, which they addressed this week on their show, Venues, Rings, and Other Things. There she is, still taking bikini shots, still dressing like a young person. You know, there's something like, I understand we want to stay youthful. You know, it's nice to see Paul McCartney walking around in the Hamptons. He's got on sweatpants. He dresses like a friend of mine named Simon. He wears sweatpants and like some little sports shoes and his little sport jacket and his sunglasses. He's out seeing movies with Spielberg. He's going to see Oppenheimer. You know, he's fun. He's always out having a good time, man. And he's youthful, but he's not wearing like the equivalent of this bikini or the crop top or the jean. Like at a certain point, you can be youthful, but you have to give up some of the youthful accoutrement. You have to like stop being so like, get out of the club. If I scroll through this article and I see a picture of Larsa Pippen in the club at 49, we're not going to have any problems, but I'll just be, you know, taken aback. There's Michael Jordan being like, God damn it. What the hell is wrong with my son? First, he failed at basketball. I don't even know what he does for a living. Now he's causing me problems with Scottie. I think Michael was happy to have some kind of beef with Scottie, but in the same way that he's happy to have a beef with Charles Barkley, I don't think even Michael Jordan wanted it to go this far. Even he has some limits to his competitiveness. Larsa admitted that things would have been made awkward between Michael and his old teammate. She said on the White Down podcast, what does that mean? White Down. That sounds like a call to action on January 6th. On the White Down podcast, I'm not crazy. The relationship is probably awkward for them. I don't ask Scottie about his personal stuff. He doesn't ask me about my personal stuff. Talk about our kids, and that's it. Even those conversations must be painfully awkward at this point. How are the kids? Good. Scottie has not addressed it. Yeah, I mean, how is he going to? What can he say? This is like words, you know, everyone online thinks that you got to be following fights, by the way, to even know what the hell I'm talking about. But Dylan Danis, this UFC fighter who's boxing Logan Paul, has been putting out images every single day, all day, of Logan's new fiance, Nina Agdal, who's a model, who's apparently been with many men. She's been photographed. She was with DiCaprio. She's with other random guys. And he's just putting every single photograph, even if it's like a fan photograph, like her with a fan. He's just putting every photograph all day long of her with guys, you know, scantily clad, making out, all that kind of stuff. And everyone's thought, oh my God, Logan must be going through it right now. The guy must be miserable. Logan Paul must sit there and be like, man, at least I'm not Scottie Pippen. Whew. At least Nina's not, you know, sleeping with one of my Team 10 clubmates or whatever the hell those influencer people call themselves. Yeah. Scottie hates Michael. I mean, how the hell are they going to reconcile after this? I don't know. And what's with Marcus? Marcus, you know, I'm sure it's hard to live up to the legacy of Michael Jordan, but he doesn't exactly seem like LeBron James when it comes to his kids. You know, LeBron's everywhere with his kids. They're having a good time. He's like one of their friends almost. I don't know if I've ever seen a picture of Michael and Marcus Jordan together. And he, like I said, he probably knew Scotty for years. Scotty was probably like an uncle. And you didn't think like, oh, I probably shouldn't do this. I probably, at the very least, I shouldn't turn this into a full-fledged relationship and plan to marry this woman. All right, let's get off that story. Woman who was kidnapped by a man posing as an Uber driver wearing a wig is rescued after slipping a note to customer at gas station. Yeah, I mean, that type of stuff still happens. Got to be careful. She looks stable. I keep saying the Trump thing, it's going to be pinned on people like this woman, Trevion Kuti, and this man right here, Giuliani. I think they're going to be the ones who ultimately pay the price. There will be a way. I don't know how, but there will be a way that the Trump defense team figures out how to do this. Now, this, you know, the term Trump derangement syndrome is thrown around a little too liberally. But this is just obsessed female Chicago teacher who was arrested for threatening to shoot Barron Trump, 17, in the face, traveled to his Palm Beach school. So she took it a step beyond just talking to her friends and being like, oh, I'd shoot Barron Trump in the face. Ha, 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 how funny would that be if I shot Barron Trump? She traveled to his school in Palm Beach. Do they do any kind of mental evaluations before they hire people to teach? She was in Chicago. It's one thing if she lives in the area and she gets in her car and she drives by and she's like, I could do it right now. I got to shut her. She flew from Chicago. She spent money on her fantasy of getting Barron Trump. I don't even know if we've ever heard Barron Trump speak. I mean, we don't know anything about Barron Trump. What did Barron Trump do? He's just tall. Police, she was arrested on a charge of transmitting threats to kill or injure. That's right. Don't transmit your threats. Lizzo's former dancers brand stars plans to countersue them an insidious attempt at intimidation amid sexual harassment and toxic workplace suit. This is an HR issue, I've decided. This is not a thing about a horrible boss or a horrible working environment, because apparently these dancers went back a month later and they took pictures with the topless strippers at the same Amsterdam Banana Hut or whatever the hell it was, strip club. And like they enjoyed it. So now Lizzo's countersuing them. Let me get to the details. Lizzo certainly isn't empowering women by way of her threats. Rather, she is disenfranchising them. But this lawsuit isn't just about her. This sort of behavior is pervasive in the entertainment industry. That's what the dancer's lawyer is saying. What type of stupid reasoning is that? Lizzo certainly isn't empowering women by way of her threats. I mean, what is she supposed to do? Just be like, yeah, you know what? Sue me. I'm not even going to contest the lawsuit. Sue me, kill me, or have me arrested. Like, she's supposed to empower her accusers. Not all women are accusing a powerful pop singer of impropriety of one kind or another. This isn't about empowering women at this point. This is about fighting off a career-killing lawsuit. Although I don't even think it's career-killing anymore. Honestly, I don't care at all. I forgot about it. I think everyone else is going to forget about it. Lizzo is apparently a talented songwriter. She was a songwriter for others before she became famous, or she was allowed to become famous. So I think if she can still keep pumping out the hits, then she'll have a career for as long as she can pump out those hits. She'll pump them out like a banana out of an Amsterdam red light district dancer into the mouth of a waiting employee. But again, it's an HR issue. This isn't about empowering women. It's not about intimidation. It's, she went a little too far with her employees. Once you have some kind of corporation set up, then you cannot take them out like that. They always say it's always the office Christmas party that gets people in trouble. You can't take people to Amsterdam strip clubs. Go with your friends. Tell the dancers to figure out their own fun for the night. That's it. Don't hang out with your dancers. Invite a couple friends, pay a couple friends, whatever you got to do to get people to spend time with you. Don't go with your coworkers. They will sue you. I see that Chrissy Teigen is being review bombed on her new wagon collab. How sick are these people that hate Chrissy Teigen this much? Now, these aren't even the conspiracy people who think that she's eating babies for their adrenochrome and she's part of like the cabal of Hollywood, the Epstein cabal. These are people that are upset at Chrissy Teigen for her online bullying. And they see no irony in the fact that they are hounding Chrissy Teigen now, years after the bullying. I don't even remember. Who was it? Courtney Stodden or something? Or was it Farrah Abraham? I don't know. One of those people that she bullied. No one cares anymore. And you still have people that are so devoted to this that they are finding reviews for the review area for her wagon collab. Who even knew she had a wagon collab? Wonder fail. Disgusting. The wagon was beaten by the ugly stick. Imagine you licensed your kids to be in this ad. It's like, oh my God, yeah, my kids, they're models. Yeah, let's take a look at the ad. You don't follow the news. This wagon was beaten by the ugly stick. Are they talking about my daughter? Imagine you have no idea about the Chrissy Teigen thing and all the crazy people. Yeah, look, Chrissy Teigen, I don't know. Was she a mean girl? Maybe to some people. I've interviewed her multiple times. She's always been cool. I don't think she deserves a lot of the flack that she's getting. Chrissy's limited edition W4 pedal pop stroller wagon retails for $999. It was released Wednesday and was an almost immediate sellout, but the internet trolls still had their way. At the time of this post, 40 of the wagon's 46 reviews were 1 star. It's got an overall rating of 1.5 out of 5 stars. Well, the company that she collabed with needs to get on their, internet. They need to have somebody comes in and can just clear all that stuff out. That's not really on Chrissy. Some just don't like the design, but while other people are still bringing up Chrissy's past incidents of online bullying. One review reads, "There is no way this company purposely chose such a vile person to work with." Is she that vile? She's, was rude to some people, some celebrities that a lot of people were rude to and made mean comments about online. She joined in the fun, and it was a long time ago. And since then, she's had kids, she's had a miscarriage. What do you mean a vile person? Isn't a vile person I don't know who's a dictator right now? Assad? Is he still around? They should be review bombing whatever Assad is, whenever Assad's wagon collaboration comes out. That's what you should be review bombing. Bashar al-Assad. Chrissy Teigen is a vile person to work with. To sell a product with its purpose to be used with children? You chose a woman who told a child, Courtney Stodden, to kill herself. She's got kids. Her brand is moved from Sports Illustrated nude supermodel to family stuff. That's like what you do. She puts out cookbooks, kid stuff. It was years ago. Courtney Stodden is like 28 years old now. Horrible collab idea. Wonder fail. You wonder, are these bots? Are these real people? I believe it's real people. I don't think this is a bot campaign. I believe these are real sick people. Don't get me started on collaborating with someone so vicious and horrid as Chrissy T. Wonder Gold, shame on you. Lost my business. I don't know. Chrissy has apologized, just for the record, for her past online behavior. She hasn't been a bully in years, so who knows? All right, real quick, I want to listen to the next senator from Florida, Tan Mom, Patricia Krenzel. She made a statement. I haven't heard it yet, but let's see. Tan Mom 2024.
Botched police work. Clues ignored.
Should have been solved in 3 months.
TMZ investigates Gilgo Beach serial murders. Missed warning signs. Streaming now on Hulu.
Gilgo.
Hi, I'm Patricia. I'm a single working mom with 5 beautiful kids, and I love my family just like you. You might remember me being that.
Okay, hold on. I mean, is she Tan Mom or is she burn victim mom at this point? Jesus Christ. She does need to be arrested again. I think she needs a reminder. It's been too long. That is an insane amount of skin damage. Are you sure she's even going to live through her term without having to fight off melanoma?
Tan mom from New Jersey, but that was a decade ago. Crazy tans, table flipping, snooky. It was an interesting time, but like the world we live in, I've changed greatly. I lost my husband last year to cancer, and I know what it's like to deal with insurance companies. I was in a medically induced coma for 2 weeks, so I know what it's like to deal with doctors and nurses and how very overwhelming healthcare can be. I was made a mockery of by the media for looking different. This is the most ridiculous.
That's where we're going at. For looking different. She was born this way. How dare you mock her for looking different? She couldn't help it.
Ever done. So I know what it's like to be targeted.
Who the hell?
So I know what it's ever done.
Who is this? What is this, King Richard? Who is this just inserted into the middle of the ad? I think she edited this herself.
So I know what it's like to be targeted for being different. That's why I'm running for U.S. Senate. My roots are now in Florida, and I'm on the ground meeting families like yours. Most people don't find Shakespeare and Sesame Street offensive. I also believe that drag queens can be amazing role models for kids. We need to start judging people on their actions. Is that so crazy? Everybody is so quick to judge these days. And that's something I just have endured my entire life. Some people might say I have no qualifications to do this. My resume is that I have 5 children dealing with all these issues. It's time we started listening to.
Okay. Case has been made. She has 5 children while dealing with all these issues. So she is qualified to run for office. I think she has I don't know if she'll win, but I think she will poll. I think she will have higher poll numbers than probably some of the people that were on the GOP debate stage. Like, I see her polling higher than whoever that North Dakota governor guy was, and no one could even figure out who he was or what he was doing there. Or what's his name? The guy who looks like a combination between Pat Riley and Gavin Newsom, North Dakota Governor Burgum. And the other guy, Asa Hutchinson. Yeah, like all the nobodies. She will have higher numbers than them. My prediction. All right. And she will be Donald Trump's vice president. Anything else on the TMZ? Just kind of winging it today. Kanye's new wife draws style inspo for latest look. Yeah. Well, that's his thing. The whole like bland, tan, North Korean prison camp colors, homeless epidemic, whatever you want to say. That's Kanye's thing. He thinks that's the cutting edge of fashion. I remember when he showed up to shoot a music video at TMZ, and then like all these what looked like prisoners were just unleashed from a crate or something, wearing these clothes. This clothing is designed to make you like forget that you have an identity. Like they want you to not even think of yourself as a human being, just like a sack of tan potatoes. It's worse than being in the military. Kendall Haley, blah, 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 blah. All right. Well, that's it. I think that's pretty much it. So thank you, everybody, for joining. Short show today, but it's Friday. We've all got to go have a good time. So we'll see you again. I'm splitting them up. I'm doing YouTube commentary shows here on YouTube. I'm going to do TikTok stuff on TikTok. At some point, we will join the two, but I just haven't figured out how to do it in a way that makes sense for viewers of both platforms yet. So until then, enjoy yourself. And I'll leave you with some words from a man who just had his mugshot taken yesterday.
Have a good life. We will see you soon.
Much love.
Thank you.
Love.
All right, Dante.
So once again, thank you to my brother. Tell him your name again.
Dante Greco.
2 words. Made in America.
Dante, you're doing great.
I never anybody over in my life.
Listen, I want you to leave my good friend Ringo alone.
Yeah.
Pal, Hal.
Have a good day.